Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we have another review for you. Thank you guys so much for being here. So today is actually an exciting review. As always, we're talking about a brand new company. This company just launched weeks or maybe even a month ago, not long at all. So big shout out to the owner for reaching out to us, to being the first or one of the first reviews, which is really cool. So today, we're going to be talking about the Bearded Machinist. Again, brand new company. The owner's name is Nick. Nick is out of South Carolina. And that's it. Sorry.
Yeah, you are doing too much in little time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we didn't even say our names.
I'm going to wait till we get back to give the little bit of info.
Yeah. All right, thanks for checking out that intro, you guys. So a little bit about the Bearded Machinist. The owner, of course, his name is Nicholas. We have had the pleasure of talking with him on a few different occasions. We don't know too much information about the company, but reading on his website, he does describe himself as a machinist by trade, but an engineer as a career. So that is something that is very cool. And as far as his company goes, like Kyle mentioned before, it is a brand new company. We have 3 different scents that we're going to go over. Looking at his website, it looks like for right now that all they do is produce is oils. So we'll dive into the 3 scents that we have and the feel and beard for that.
Yep. All right. So to kick us off here, we'll go ahead and show off the 1 ounce oils. Each one of these oils are $18. And this is what the labels look like. There we go. Obviously the dropper top got the amber glass bottles with the white with gray undertones, and as you can see the logo there. I think the logo is pretty cool, nice and I don't want to say plain, but nice and simple, nothing too crazy. But I do like the white label over the amber bottle. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, and that's really the theme of this company, that there's just a lot of simplicity to it, which is something that I can appreciate. The labels are nice. They're oil resistant. They definitely don't feel cheap. They look they feel really good. They do look like something that would look pretty good on your shelf. As you can see here, you got I don't know if you can see it good, but on the print there, you got some tools and things like that. That's kind of faded, into there, which is, pretty cool. You got the name of the scent, and then you have your ingredients, and then you have a warning, and of course, where you can find them on Facebook and Instagram, as well as some directions as well, which is cool. So yeah, simple and effective, I guess you could say.
Yep. All right, Joe, why don't you kick us off with some of these scents, and then I know you have in front of you, we'll give you guys as much description as we have about the scent.
Yeah. So on the descriptions, I feel like he kind of just teases everybody with scent descriptions. I don't know if that's, just something that, he wants to do intentionally, or something that maybe, he just, thought that that's what, people would like. I know some people would probably have some mixed reactions on that. I know for me personally, I like to know just everything that's in there. But, that's, a lot of companies will kind of just tease you with a little bit of stuff. But the first scent that I'm going to talk about is called Summer Nights. Now on the website, it is described as a floral with, I believe, like a woodsy aroma, or like a warm aroma to it. So what do you get when you first smell it?
This is one of those scents. First of all, I did like it. I wasn't crazy about it, but I absolutely liked it. It's something different. Man, it's very, very rare when a scent is like, man, I can't tell what I'm picking up, but it's definitely outdoorsy. I'm picking up a little bit of sweet, a little bit of floral. I almost get a bit of like a campfire a little bit, but it's definitely an outdoor scent. But this was one for me during the day. I'm picking up a whole bunch of different scents. Like up front, I almost get a little bit of sweet and that floral, like I said, but I get some back notes of kind of the woods, and it reminds me of camping a little bit. And obviously, it's called Summer Nights. So when I hear Summer Nights, I think of like kicking back type of thing. What about you?
Yeah, there's definitely a sweetness to it. And it is one of those scents that it is kind of hard to actually pinpoint what it is that I'm actually smelling. This is a scent that is kind of, stumping me a little bit. I know you kind of mentioned a campfire. When I think of a campfire, I think of something that's, going to contain like smoke or something like that, which is not something that I get at all in this. And I don't really think that there's smoke in there. But the sweetness is something that really comes out and, makes it a little bit unique. It was okay. And I don't know if it's just because I can't figure it out. And maybe if I knew exactly what was in it, that maybe, more stuff would come out on it. But just something that I would only find myself, I think, wearing like a couple times. I wore this maybe like 3 times during our test run. And, I was just okay on it. About 5-6 hour duration on it is what I got out of it.
Yeah, same for me, about 6 hours. I think I like this one a little more than you did. I would say this is a really fun scent. I think for what he was going for, kind of the mystery aspect type of thing is, like I said, is what he was going for, but definitely a unique scent. As reviewers, it sounds weird to say, but hard to describe, definitely.
All right, so the next one is a scent called the Cabin Up North, and that is described as a woodsy with it's a cedar wood with a warm aroma, I believe is how it's described. So with this one, you definitely get the cedar wood, and it does come in really strong. What I will say though is, and what I really like about it is, I do feel like it is more of like just like a natural cedar wood, as if you were actually like hiking and you were, by, cedar wood, I think you would pick up a good natural, scent. Whereas sometimes when companies use a heavy cedar wood, type scent, it smells a lot like a Home Depot, which is not something that I normally like. I did like that there was some complexity to it, and it didn't just put me in that like hardware store type setting. Again, it was a scent that, just not really in my wheelhouse that I would wear on a regular occasion. This was probably my least favorite out of the 3 that we're covering. Wore it about 2 times. This scent was actually a little bit stronger. I got closer to like that 7-hour range on it.
Yeah, this one lasted the longest for me, about 7-8 hours. I'm not a cedarwood fan. It's okay. I'm right there with you. I really appreciate this one. First of all, I know there's guys out there that like cedarwood, that like that wood manly scent. Not really my alley, if you will. But like you said, I really appreciate the fact that this was not just a straight up sawed wood type of scent. There is definitely more to it. I will say, and I know you touched on it as well, out of the bottle and right when you put it in your beard, you get cedarwood heavy, but it does fade down and you get some other notes, which is really appreciated, especially for guys like us who aren't crazy about cedarwood. But I'm right there with you. Out of these 3, this one was my least favorite.
All right. And the last one that we're going to talk about, and one that was my favorite out of the 3, and a scent that I actually really enjoyed a lot, and that is their barbershop. And the way it's described on the website is a classic vintage barbershop. So it's not giving you really any detail in regards to what is making up this barbershop type scent. But when I smell it right off the bat, it is not a barbershop that is screaming talcum powder. As a matter of fact, I really hardly get much talcum powder, in it. It's more of like an aftershave, almost hitting that cologne style barbershop. So I think this was a really nice approach to it. I think it's really easy to just hit a barbershop scent with some talcum powder, some bay rum, and a little bit of citrus and call it a day. I think with this one, I think he really put some thought into this one and made it something that I think people can wear on a multi-day basis. I would wear this one a few times a week. I actually enjoyed it that much. This was a scent while we were testing. I want to say I wore it like 6 times. And it was that good. The only thing that I wish was that it lasts a little bit longer. I got more in that 3 to 4 hour range on it. But, with a lot of barbershops are very hard to make last a long period of time. But other than that, I think it's a great scent.
Yeah. It's funny. We were basically completely aligned on the scents. I thought this scent was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
This one was one of my favorite barbershops for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sick of the straight powder scents, even though I still appreciate them. They're crisp, they're clean. Like you said, I'm just going to repeat you, really. This was not a powdery scent at all.
Mm-hmm.
I pick up the cologne, the shaving cream, the aftershave type of scent. My wife described this one. She just said it smells really crisp, really clean, and manly. Yeah. I mean, when you're talking about a barbershop, it's hard to ask for more than that. Really great scent. Like most barbershops, I get a little more scent duration than Joe, I feel like, only because my hair fibers are a little thicker, so it sticks a little longer. I don't know, 4 or 5 hours, I would say, 5-ish maybe. But really great scent. Out of the 3, this one was hands down my favorite, and I've always loved barbershop scents, so this one's definitely one that I'm not going to be paying forward to some of my buddies and hanging on to this one to wear more often.
Yeah, and it is worth noting on the website, I believe he has like 8 scents out there, so we only covered 3 out of like the 8 that's there. And some of those other scents that I was reading on the website do sound pretty interesting. So definitely, when you're cruising on the website, check those out. And I'll be looking forward to other reviews to see if anybody covers some of those different scents. So.
Right. Yeah. Same here. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about feel and beard, which truly, guys, is the most important part. We can't say it enough.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what is in this oil. All right, so we have jojoba oil, argan oil, fractionated coconut oil, metafoam seed oil, sweet almond oil, sunflower seed oil, and fragrance oils. Sunflower seed oil and metafoam seed oil are 2 of my favorites. They just work so well in my beard. I love the thickness or lack of both of those oils. This is a company where in a feel and beard, he's not doing anything crazy. He just has a solid product. And if you're looking for some beard oil, he gets the job done, which you got to really appreciate. So for me, if this is the medium line, and this way is thick and this way is thin, I have it like right here. It's just below medium on the way to thin. It was a very light, crisp oil for me. This one went straight through my beard. I always tell by, the oil in your hand, but when I go fingertips through my beard, how easily does it go through my beard hairs and soak into my skin? So everyone's definition on that might be a little different, but for me, this one, again, was a medium to thin oil, but light and crisp. My beard loved this, and skin loved the product.
Yeah, dude, for the almost 3 years we've been doing this, I feel like we become more not aligned when it comes to viscosity of oils. And I don't know what it is and when or why it started, because we kind of used to be, aligned with it. But for me, I'm kind of a little bit on the other side of that medium line. I thought this was kind of trending more, towards the thicker side. It was an oil that sat a little bit heavier onto my beard, but still I was able to work it in. And when I mean that it sat heavier on there, I had to work it in a little bit more, but throughout the day it absorbed really well. I did not feel like it was greasy or anything like that. Yes, the dreaded G word when it comes to beard oils, the last thing you ever want a company owner ever wants to hear somebody describe it as a greasy, oil. By no means was this at all. This is just, a definition of a simple, non-exotic ingredient blend that just really does a killer job, and me and Kyle have said it numerous times. There is a place for premium lines and exotic lines and things like that, but the oils we always seem to stand by the most are ones that just keep it simple and really do a good job. And these are true ingredients that we have talked about numerous occasions and have really never failed us. the feel and beard is by far my favorite aspect of the Bearded Machinist. I think he does a great job. I did not feel like I needed to reapply these oils during the day. I got a full, 8-hour duration out of it, if not a little bit longer, until I was ready to start putting some butter in. I just say, yeah, I really like it. I think he's got something going, with there. And I really hope as he starts to expand, he just stays true to this, and, finds, different ways to expand, whether that's new products, and things like that. But this is a keeper as far as ingredients goes for me.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, simple and effective. Definitely. Love seeing a new company off to a great start, and that's what I think they are, off to a great start. Don't let us only really liking one out of the 3 oils fool you. This is an oil / company that I fully recommend. I think he really has a nice product here. And like Joe said, there's like 8 or 9 cents, whatever the case may be. So, and of course, we'll throw the website link in the description below, so you can click on the website, check it out for yourself, and just kind of see what you think. But Joe, any closing words?
Hey, just keep up the good work, and yeah, man, as a new company, I wish nothing but the best and much success. So
same here, off to a good start. All right, guys, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. That's all the time that we have for you today, but as always, keep it growing,
and we'll talk to you at the next one. Cousins out.